Ye have caused many to stumble at the law.
He said, y'all, you see how he laughing? That's why Haiti's jacked up. Because y'all think it's a joke.
Right.
That's why Haiti will never get better, because you men don't care about your own people.
Bring it out!
You don't care enough to learn this to fix your people.
Right.
Do you love Haiti? Do you love your people? Do you love your people? Do you love your people? So you're going to stay there, here to medicine and fix them.
That's right.
Not run off to go do your own thing.
Let's go. First woe, second woe, third woe coming soon. I see the nations turning to ashes. Somebody pass me a broom. I see the angels like what's cracking. This be the day of doom. Second.
Stanley, my name is Haziel. I want you to understand something. What he's bringing out to you, you've never heard before. Right. All of us grew up in church. You went to church before, right? Now, has the church ever opened the Bible and explained to you the Bible is only for these people?
Bring it out.
Has the church ever done that? When you went to church, did the pastor show you that the Bible's only for those people? Only for Israel? No. He's told you the Bible's for everybody, right? Now, I want you to get Psalms 147, verse 19. I want you to understand something. You come from a very important tribe, the tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians.
That's right.
You guys started one of the biggest slave revolts to this day.
Right.
Toussaint Louverture stood up against Napoleon and chased that white man back to France.
Bring it out.
That's the bloodline you come from. But before you were Haitian, God called you Levi.
Right.
Because God respects and loves you. Your enemy called you Haitian.
Right.
God calls you Levi. Now, the Bible's going to show you that God only gave the Bible to you.
That's right.
Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147
listen.
and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
He showed his word unto who? Who did he show his word to? See, you're not paying attention. You got to reconnect with your history and take it seriously.
Right.
We're not taking it seriously. That's why the white man can destroy Haiti to this day.
That's right.
They're locking up one of the gang leaders, right? Which is standing against oppression, what the white man did, but they're locking him up saying that he killed people, right? Listen to the Bible again.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
God showed his word, the Bible, unto Jacob. That's Israel. Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
He only showed it to Israel.
That's right.
The Bible's not for everybody. It is for you.
Right.
The Bible is your true religion.
That's right.
Not voodoo. Not that fat white guy.
Right.
The Bible is your true heritage.
Right.
Now get Deuteronomy 33. You had a very important role in this nation.
Bring it out.
Your job was to teach the Bible to the rest of us.
That's right.
But because of slavery, you started doing witchcraft and God destroyed the island of Haiti. You understand that? Now listen to the important role you have.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33 and verse 10.
Take your time and read loud.
They shall teach Jacob thy judgments.
You see that? You were supposed to teach the other tribe God's laws, like thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, and the judgments for it. That was your job. You should be out here today teaching your other brothers and sisters. Read.
And Israel thy law.
You see that? You're supposed to teach Israel the laws. What do you think God would do if you didn't teach Israel the laws? You think he's okay with that? What you think God would do then? If you didn't do your job that he sent you to do, to teach us the laws, what do you think, my brother? What's your name? Jay. Jay? What's going on, Jay? This is Jay, this is Olan. And what's your name again? Stanley. Stanley. Don't run off because the word of God has come out. This is more important than anything else you have to do. Right. Do you believe in God? So you know he's coming back to judge us, right? So we got to stay and get right before he kills us in that judgment.
That's right.
What do you think God would do to the tribe of Levi that you're from, so-called Haitians, if you didn't teach God's laws? We read that your job was to do what we're doing today, teach God's laws to the people.
Right.
What do you think God would do as a punishment if you didn't do your job? What do you think? What do you think? Give me your honest opinion. You don't speak English good? What do you think? You got a lot of what? What kind of surprises? You think God go? Hold on.
It's a good surprise.
Is it a good surprise or bad surprise? Is it a good surprise or bad surprise? So if you didn't do your job, God is going to reward you good? That's what? Say it again. No. Now watch this. We're going to read out the Bible, what God did to the tribe of Levi, the Haitians, for not teaching God's laws. Read that.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
How you doing, my brother? English? Creole? So your job as the priest was to keep knowledge of God's laws and teach it, right? Read.
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
We were supposed to come to you to learn God's laws. Like today. Today is the Sabbath day. There should be no buying, no selling, no cooking. None of those things. Yeah. That's sin. That's sin. Another law, as men, you shouldn't destroy your beard, my brother. You're made in the image of the one true God. He got a beard. He gave you a beard for a reason. When you destroy that beard, that's why you get all them hair bumps on your face. That is sin. Read.
For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
God said y'all are messengers. You are the messenger. That's an important job, right? You should take it seriously. Read.
But ye are departed out of the way.
Now God said you didn't want to take it seriously. You left the way, right? Read.
Ye have caused many to stumble at the law.
You take your time.
Ye have caused many to stumble at the law.
He said, y'all, you see how he laughing? That's why Haiti's jacked up. Because y'all think it's a joke. That's why Haiti will never get better, because you men don't care about your own people.
Bring it out!
You don't care enough to learn this to fix your people. Do you love Haiti? Do you love your people? Do you love your people? Do you love your people? So you're going to stay there here to medicine to fix them.
That's right.
Not run off to go do your own thing. Read.
But ye have departed out of the way. Ye have caused many to stumble at the law.
You have caused a lot of us to stumble at the law because you're not teaching it. You should be on the street getting these young men off of drugs. Out of gangs. That's your job, bro. You said you love them, right? You said you love your people, right? So you should love your neighbor as you love yourself, meaning correct them. You should be going up to these young men and telling them stop selling drugs, stop killing, stop stealing. You know why some of y'all won't do it? Because y'all scared. Because y'all don't have no. If you're not scared, do it then. If you're not scared, do it then. Read.
Ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi.
You see that? God said you have corrupted. Not just you, myself too. We have corrupted the covenant of Levi.
That's right.
Your job was to teach the laws. If you don't keep the laws and you don't teach the laws, you've corrupted God's covenant.
That's right.
Now listen to what God did. Read.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
Read.
Therefore have I also made you contemptible.
God said he's made the tribe of Levi contemptible. Nobody likes Haitians. Am I lying? Nobody likes Haitians. Showing you God made it true. Because you didn't teach God's laws and keep it, he's made you contemptible, meaning you're hated no matter where you go. I grew up in New York. You got people who are Haitian, they don't even want you to know they're Haitian.
That's right.
Because everybody makes fun of them.
Right.
Everybody pokes fun at them.
Right.
But that's a judgment of God because you are not keeping and teaching the laws. Read.
And base before all people.
Before who?
All people.
God is explaining to us why the island of Haiti is rich in resources, but he said it's base. You know what base is? Garbage on the floor.
That's right.
God did that because you won't keep the commandments.
That's right.
So if you love Haiti and you want it to change, you got to keep the commandments.
That's right.
You understand that? I'm going to give you a basic, something easy you can do. Get Leviticus 21 and 5. Something so easy, Olin, you can do. It's so easy, I know you're going to laugh when you hear it. You ready? Leviticus 21 and 5.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
He said we as men, Levi, we're not supposed to make baldness upon our head. Now let me ask you a real question. Was your hair already falling out? Was you going bald already? Were you going bald? Yes. You're going bald, right? That's fine. But God said you're not supposed to make roundness. Do you take a razor and clean off the rest of it? God said you're not supposed to do that. Remember, I told you I'm going to give you an easy one. Read it again.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
Now watch this. What's your friend name again? Stanley. Your job, if you love Olin, is to teach him this and stop him from doing that.
Right.
But his job is to actually stop doing it.
That's right.
You understand? That's how you show love to your neighbor. Read it one more time.
They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Your beard, Olin. You're not supposed to do that to it.
Right.
This was a law for the priest, for you. You were supposed to learn this, teach it to me, and show me an example.
That's right.
Right now, your example will cause other people to break God's commandments, and God is going to make Haiti base until you change.
Right.
You understand that, Olin? Now, that's easy to do, right? To grow your beard is easy. Now, watch this. You can shape it up like that, but you can't destroy it.
Right.
Clean it up, but don't take it off. I'm going to show you. Get that in 2 Samuel.
Bring it out.
2 Samuel 19:24. Now, Olin, everything we're giving you is out of the Bible, correct?
That's right.
Have I made anything up?
Get 'em out.
Have I lied to you? No. But the pastors don't teach us this, do they?
Right.
They don't teach this. That's why we wanted you to stay here to get this.
That's
if
right.
you stay in sin and I allow that, that means I hate you.
That's right.
But because I love you, I want you to see your sin so you can fix it.
Right.
Read.
The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 24. And Mephibosheth, the son of Saul, came down to meet the king, and had neither dressed his feet, nor trimmed his beard.
Nor trimmed his beard. You can trim your beard. You can cut it low, just don't destroy it. You can line it up, you can grow it out, but don't do that to it.
That's right.
You are a priest.
That's right.
You know how special that is, bro?
That's right.
You are the priest of God.
That's right.
Bro, we went to you so we can communicate with God.
Bring it out.
The scriptures say, where there is no vision, the people perish.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV.
Do you know history?
I'm going to show you and prove to you that the Israelites are black, were always black.
Dance for time, just move up your body. Don't get loose and groove on the body. Bruise, wine.
Put on the armor, the procedure complete. Me nah go back, nah retreat. All traitors, every Jezebel must get delete. Me no sleep on a demon, me keep a full clip. Conspire me downfall, cause them want see me slip. Stay close to the real ones, we seal off and legit. Cause I gotta use them to keep your soul from the pit. This a war life, I swear they
You see why you got to take it serious? It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Right.
And if you stay this way, when Christ returns, he's going to kill you.
Bring it out.
I'm going to show you. Romans 6:23.
Bring it out.
Romans 6:20. Stanley. You see how Stanley getting distracted? That's the devil. You see that?
Bring it out.
Now he's getting a call. You see what happens? You stayed and heard the medicine. Watch this. Come on.
The book of Romans, chapter 6,
6:23.
6 and verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
The wages, the reward for sin is death. Meaning, if you keep doing sin, you're going to what?
Die.
You understand that?
Bring it out.
Now, do you want to die?
No.
So what you going to do?
Bring it out.
Are you going to repent? You're going to follow the Lord? How you going to do that? No more shaving off the bald.
Right. That's right.
You see, you laughing now. But I'm going to tell you something. You got to change that spirit. You got to change that spirit. Give me Sirach 19:29. It's not a laughing matter. You see, if you take it as a joke, the young men will not take you seriously.
That's right.
They're going to say, Olin, he's a fool. We're not going to listen to him. Christ didn't do that. Christ knew when to joke and when time to be serious. You understand that? Read that.
Sirach chapter 19, verse 25.
Bring it out.
Verse 29. A man may be known by his look.
God said you can tell a man by the way he looks. You can judge a book by its cover. You understand
That's
that? Read.
And one that hath understanding by his countenance.
God said when you look at a man, you can tell if he got sense or not. The young men today, they walk around with their pants showing their behind, right? If you ask them if they was gay, they would be mad, right? But who else would show their behind to other men? Only gay men do that, right? That's why God said, from you look at that man, you can tell if he have sense or not. Read. Read.
By understanding his countenance. When thou meetest him, a man's attire, and excessive laughter.
And what?
Excessive laughter.
He said, as a man, we shouldn't be high about everything. Look what's going on in our community.
That's right.
We're being You saw what happened in Ohio? A young man got shot down by the police in broad daylight. Y'all know about that? The young man in Ohio got shot down by the police. They said he pulled a gun on him. No proof.
Bring it out.
No proof. And we're laughing and joking like everything's good. Young men like them getting killed on the street. Am I making that up, brothers? Am I making that up? No. So should we be, as the older men, be laughing at that? No. If I'm laughing, are you going to take me serious?
Bring it out.
Look at him, Olin. Ask him. If he's laughing, are you going to take him serious? No. You see that? That's why it can't be joke with these young men. They're not going to listen to us, bro. They want to see real men. Read.
And gay show what he is.
It shows what he is. Give me Luke 19 about austere being Christ. We can't be joking about this. They're looking at us. Look what his shirt said. Nobody gets me like you.
Bring it out.
You see how that's spiritual? The Lord sent him to show you. You cannot understand him if you laughing and joking around. You got to identify with him. You understand that? You got to identify with them. I got to identify with them. Because we both going through the same thing. Luke 19, verse 21. Come on.
The book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 21.
Bring it out.
For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man.
You hear that? Christ said he was austere. He was serious. When Christ heard about what was happening to the YNs, he didn't play no games. He went on the street and did what we did today to help you so you don't die. We are tired of seeing you young men die. You understand that? You're not tired of being racially profiled? I know you're tired of it, bro. You come outside in your own neighborhood right now, and you may not even make it home for doing nothing.
Right.
Trayvon Martin was killed in his own community for what? Eating candy.
Bring it out.
Eating candy, bro.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the